everyone. So today I thought we would talk about trends that will be leaving us in 2026. And just a little disclaimer, I don't want to make anybody feel bad about any of these things. If you have some of these things or you're still doing some of these things, please do not be offended. I am very much guilty of some of these things and I will talk about what they are, but this is just kind of like a fun video for predicting what's gonna happen. So on that note, number one that I feel like is going to be out in 2026 is Megatrends. And by Megatrends, I mean people participating in Megatrends as much. I think that this is something that will kind of die down, and the thing that I think will be more in is developing your own personal sense of taste and style. I feel like that is the thing that's going to carry through the most rather than just copying an aesthetic. I think that aesthetics have been very big, and I think that we'll start moving into people more just having their own personal style and like taste and like more authenticity with that, if that makes sense. Let me know if you agree with any of these or disagree. I mean, aesthetics always come around, but I do kind of wonder if people are just starting to get sick of that and want to have their own style. So number two is synthetic fabrics. I think that this has already been a big thing that has risen a lot when it comes to fashion and things like that. And the main way that you can check synthetic fabrics is checking the tag. There's not really like a ton of specific brands that will only use natural fibers. I've even seen like higher end brands that will have 100% polyester still. So checking the tags and seeing what fabrics are wool, cotton, linen, and leather as well. Even recently I bought a bag that is just like a good standard leather bag that I can just have for a very long time. It looks nice. It's not a name brand or anything, and it's like fabulous. I love it, and especially as a mom, I just wanted like a high quality bag. But I feel like once you start wearing more natural fabrics, like I have a few shirts that are like 100% cotton, or like I even have like, you know, one of my, you know, fancier things is like a cashmere sweater, and once you start getting those fabrics, it's really hard to go back to polyester. They're also much more breathable. So I think that like this is the year where if brands don't start doing more natural fibers, I think that they'll kind of dwindle a bit. I think that that's going to be a big thing. Number three is clean girl makeup. I think we are going to see a rise in people wearing more makeup. I don't know if it's going to be like cut creases with glitter per se, but I do think we're going to see just more makeup in general and people experimenting more. I think a really good example of this has been the Nina Park makeup technique, where the lip is, you know, it's still natural, but it's a little more bold. There's a little more color to it. There's a bit of eyeliner there. It's neutral colors, but I think that we'll see a rise in people having more fun with makeup again. And maybe that's totally selfish because I love makeup. I have always been a makeup girl, but I do see a lot of people just getting bored with the clean girl makeup. At the end of this year, we've had a lot of the frosty lipsticks and stuff like that. I've also participated in that because it's fun, but I think that that is actually a good indicator of people wanting to explore more with their makeup. So number four, I think what is out is going to be high maintenance hair still. Like I think that like a full platinum blonde is always going to be beautiful, of course, but I think this is something we've seen in the last year, and hair trends tend not to like flip super fast like that. I feel like it's a little more gradual, but I do feel like the low maintenance hair will still be a thing. I even find that with myself, like my roots have grown out and I'm like, I kind of like this better. I kind of like, you know, things being a little more natural. I'm still not quite ready to go full brunette, but I am liking, you know, a little more grow out, a little more low maintenance. And I feel like that's something we've seen in this last year, and I just don't quite see it swinging to full maintenance hair quite yet. I have seen so many videos on this, but I think what is out is screen time, like having a lot of screen time. I think a lot of people are upset with how much time they spend on their phone, myself included. You know, we have some apps out there that really like draw you in and make it hard to get off those apps. And so I think we've seen a lot more people like setting time limits on their phone. So I feel like what will be in to replace that is like a lot of in-person things. So things you can smell, for example, like a person or like books, like something physical. I also feel, especially over this last year, and this may seem biased because you're watching it on YouTube, but I think that YouTube will have a really big rise this next year. I think that people are craving the long form content and content with a little more substance. I feel like with short videos you can get substance from them, but when it comes to long form, there's just a lot more you can put in a long form video than you can in a short one. So there's more likely to be more substance in a long form video. I do wonder if there will be like some more social spaces for people, or people will be wanting to connect with people more. So I think that that would be a wonderful change, but I already see some of that already, people being upset with their screen time and wanting to change that. Number 6 is, what I think is out is loungewear. I think we had, especially with 2020 and stuff, everyone was so casual, like when it comes to, myself included, like it was like sweat sets, like if you remember, tie-dye was all the rage then. And I think like since it's now been a while with like the athleisure and, you know, wearing leggings everywhere, again, myself included, like I was pregnant and definitely wore a lot of athleisure. But I think that people are now craving dressing up. So I think that's what will be more in, is being more formal. I think like instead of sweatpants, we're gonna see more like trousers and like linen pants, which I feel like has already kind of shifted a bit. And you know, people will be wearing jeans. I think that that is going to be more of a big thing. And I think even in the summer, I can see people wearing more dresses and things like that, as opposed to like the biker shorts and t-shirt combo. Again, that was my uniform when I was pregnant. It was biker shorts and a big t-shirt, because that was like all that fit, and I didn't want to buy maternity clothes. I think that those will be some things that will be out. I think people are just craving like dressing up more, and I think like especially with that being such a big thing for the past 5 years, I think people are just like, I wanna shift. So I think that that will be a big thing, especially with the high quality fabrics and such. Dressing up. Number 7, I would say overconsumption. I think that we saw such a rise with that. And, you know, myself included, it's very easy to get caught up in things and buy a lot of stuff. But I think that the thing that will be more in is being more thoughtful before you add something to cart and check out, things like that. And focusing more on like, am I gonna keep this for a long time? Is this something I'm gonna be happy with? Or am I just buying this because like, it's cute and I'm gonna throw it away in a year? Like trying to think about things more sustainably, basically, like with purchasing. And you know, I love purchasing things. I have an entire Pax wardrobe full of makeup and fragrance and things like that, and it's all super fun, and I will still continue to buy those things. But I feel like I have been a lot more selective of the things I do get and deciding, okay, is this important to me? Am I going to use this? And I think that that's been super helpful. I think collecting is different, because with collections you plan to keep them and possibly pass them on. But I think when it comes to buying every popular thing that's out, like taking a step back and being like, okay, do I like this because it's being shown to me a lot by a lot of people? Or do I actually want this? Yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think are going to be trends that come in, what trends you think will be out as well. Even if there are things you just hope will be out, even if you don't necessarily think they will leave. Maybe you just hope they will, or maybe you hope certain things come in. But those are my predictions for 2026. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Let me know if you like these commentary videos. It made me so happy to see the previous video of things I stopped spending money on do well, because I really like talking about these things. And like, as much as I love beauty and fragrance, I want to make sure that there's something else that I'm offering you guys in some way that is productive as well. So let me know what you guys want to see next. Let me know what you thought of some of these predictions, and I would love to hear yours as well. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!